Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the option right is Fields. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
To throw is Fields.
Steps away. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying the big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They'll go again with Herbert.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And off right side for Herbert.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Buying time to his left. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
But here we go on 4th down, Fields.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's brought down.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Herbert.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Herbert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears are on the board first here in Vegas.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the 1st quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they go play action here with O'Connell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
He finds Mayer here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. They will run for the first time here with White. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Back to throw, O'Connell. Open man is Myers. Touchdown Raiders. Jacoby Myers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are back within a couple of the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And this is now a one-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. The big fella. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Fields now to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'm guaranteeing he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now it's O'Connell. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. O'Connell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Jacobs. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprint.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone. Throwing, O'Connell. Under pressure, they got him again. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And this will kick off the crossbar and skip over. It's good. He didn't get that one cleanly at all, but he still gets it to go. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Good.
Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Complete. This is Lewis. Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
You got it. Mini bacon. Line up.
Here's a give to Herbert. Takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert from 17 yards out. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And O'Connell now to throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Across midfield. He's on his way. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 72 yards. And the Raiders use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. So it was 4th down. They complete the short pass, and then boom, off to the races all the way to pay dirt.
And so many times in short yardage situations or on downs like this on 4th down, the defense gets a little more aggressive. So if you're able to pop it, right, complete a pass like that, it can break big afterwards, and that's exactly what we saw there. Short pass, long run.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. Pass complete, Tunyon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Here's 1st down. Here's Fields. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They'll run with Herbert. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. This is 1st and 10. Herbert once more. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Herbert powering up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here we go, 1st and goal. Back to throw, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Well, I don't think it takes much to call into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and what, less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about It's just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you know, you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
It looked like a smooth operation in this one, didn't it? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love.